Okay. It is February the 11th, 2023. Sunny, cool day here in San Diego. I'm about to have a Zoom meeting. It's been a while since I've had one. Had a lot of activities going on in the family. I've been participating in a few activities outside, recreations task force. Family events with the great-granddaughter. She's in a dance. She's in a dance group. We went there last weekend and saw the groups perform. And we're preparing for the Super Bowl. I'm getting my other computer upgraded. The Super Bowl is going to be tomorrow, so everybody's preparing for that. So here's one of my cousins, Vinnie. Teresa.
Hi, Jerry.
Good afternoon, Teresa.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How's the weather out there?
Bright.
Yeah, it's a little over
45. It's chilly a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to join in.
Yeah, where's the rest of the gang at?
Oh, I just took a positive stab at it. You know, you got to keep it going. You set meetings and it changes as you go.
Oh, okay.
On the days, because this weekend we got a Super Bowl weekend, and I'm trying different time zones.
Okay.
But the key is to keep it going, and the research continues. So when I'm not,
my research will continue.
Yeah, while I'm not on these Zoom meetings as much as I was, I'm doing just as much research and documenting my information.
Okay.
Compiling it to where I can use it. I just came across a bunch of obituaries that my sister sent me from the family members.
Are they obituaries from the newspaper or the funeral program?
Yeah, original obituaries.
Okay.
And so I'll be going through those and adding that information into my tree.
Okay. Obituaries. I have funeral programs. I have lots of obituaries.
It has information.
Oh, yeah, I have them in binders. I have a lot.
Oh, wow. When you see them, it does get emotional.
Yeah, my dad had a lot, so I got a lot of his. And then this lady I knew, she had a lot. She told me she threw, yeah, I just threw a bunch away. And I went to her house one day. She gave me like a whole bag. I said, I thought you said you threw some away. She said, I did. I said, my goodness. But yeah, I keep them all. So I went to a presentation last weekend at a library, and I was taking pictures. And they said, "Oh, do I know you?" I said, "No, you don't." And she said, I said, "Oh," I said, "Is this?" I said, "Yeah, I know about the Jennings family." And I said, "Oh, do you have this article?" She said, "No, I don't." I said, "Oh, would you be willing to send it to me?" I said, "Yeah, I can send it to you." I said, "They want you to give them stuff. They don't give you nothing, but they want you to give. I'm not giving her anything. I'll give you a copy."
Oh,
Because they
that
wouldn't give me
interesting.
the original if I asked.
Well, you know, that's where the diplomacy comes in on this, with this information that we have. You know, again, you know, we're the messengers, and you know,
Yeah, so I'm not giving you my original.
it's
Yeah.
just it's just a matter of how we distribute the information we have, or you know,
I remember they was doing some history on Black History Month. A guy who lived in the area, and they had some information on it. They said they never knew what happened to him. Well, we'd love to know what happened to him. So I went home and researched it,
to
gave it
who,
to him.
what person?
So it was his last name was Johnson. He was from New Brunswick, New Jersey,
Uh-huh.
and they said, "Oh, this is the furthest they got. They didn't know where he ended up." So I went home and researched it and gave it to him. Never got a thank you, nothing. So yeah, I'm not gonna give them my original of anything. Get a copy if I feel like giving it to you.
Well, would you share with me some of your research that you've had, like on your presentation, that you can like share screen some of the key research tools that you use, if you're available to do that?
Research tools like what?
Like in my case, I pulled up and I showed on my ancestry, I showed my DNA pictures,
Mm-hmm.
summary, and I saw the
Oh, like the
pictures,
media on it?
and it has all the pictures, the
Well, the media, let's say.
DNA summary.
Well, I have several trees, so.
No, I'm saying on DNA,
Mm-hmm.
and the first line from DNA is summary, and that comes to your summary
Okay, let
page.
me just share my screen and you can tell me what you're looking
Yeah, then
for.
make sure you can do that multiple.
Okay, so DNA.
And summary,
No, okay.
and go to the pictures. There they are, the adults.
Oh, the people?
Yes,
Wow. I thought you were talking about pictures that I added to the tree.
no. Your those pictures.
Oh.
How do you use those?
Oh, I just use them to, well, I just look at them. Oh, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I just look at them. I figure out where they match, what side of the family. This is my dad's side. I code them, and then I try to figure out who they are. I have no idea who that is though.
Let's see where
He's
he
new.
lives. Let's see where he lives. If he has it on his profile, yeah, click there.
Maryland.
Mm-hmm. And it was last on today.
Yeah, there's another guy I've been trying to get in touch with who's been on, but I haven't gotten him yet. I need him for, on my mom's side. Ooh. But I don't know how old he is. It says the 60s. But it says that he's on, but he hasn't responded to my request yet, but I need him to. Yeah.
What is your okay, let's go to your messages. Yeah, double click on that. And I can see if I can see him.
What message are you looking for?
Not one in particular, like,
Oh, okay.
all right, on your messages, how do
Mhm.
you use this? Do you have a template message that you use?
No, nope.
Okay.
It's usually the same. Well, she reached out to me, but it's usually the same. I usually send her like this guy is who I'm looking for. I just send nice messages. That's all. I give him a little bit of information and see what happens.
Yeah, that is good.
I need him to respond. I need him to respond though. I reached out twice because I see that he's on, but he hasn't responded yet. He might not see the message. I don't know. But he's actually I was helping my cousin.
You was helping your cousin?
Um, say it again. I'm sorry.
You said you were helping your cousin?
Yeah, I help a lot of people with trees. Yeah.
Why do you need him to respond?
Uh, because I'm looking for a particular surname in the area that he said that he's looking to Jackson in southbound Brooklyn, New Jersey, which
Okay.
would be my great grandmother's mother's people.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the reason why I asked you that is that um, the correlation that I have is I don't have my ancestry. I'm not signed into Ancestry yet. But what I do is, I had mentioned that I have my bait message. I give as much
Oh,
information.
your bait message, huh?
Yeah, bait message.
I don't have a
That's
bait. I just send a nice message out, and if they respond, they respond. Some of them I see look at it, but they don't respond. This lady, I talked to her. She said, "Oh, I'm going to give you all this information." Never heard from her again.
is that right?
So,
I see you. Oh, she said where she lives at, and she'll check her
that's right.
file.
She lives in New Jersey. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This says I'll send you history. I didn't ask her for anything. She said she sent it. I haven't heard from her again.
How close is she to you?
She
Here, this over here. I can't see. Let me move mine over.
I have her in my tree.
Yeah, either she's not a match or has not taken the test.
Probably didn't take the test, but these are my people on my grandmother's side, my
Yeah,
father's maternal
yeah,
side.
yeah. So that's good that you reach out to those people for different kind of information.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they give it to you.
Do,
Yeah.
have you checked on the Georgetown project in your?
Yeah, working on that now.
Well, on this one, what I do to build my tree and my connections, I use the pictures, but at this point right here, I have a reach out text message, and I
Hmm.
just change a couple of words, and they can go to my father's side or my mother's side, and I put the name. I
Yeah, I
put
give
the
them that too. I tell them where I think they're related, or I know they're related, but some people just don't share. And there's a guy on here. There's a guy and the girl. But mostly the guy, he goes and steals my pictures, so I have a problem with that.
oh yeah,
I put a nice message on my screen now. My cousin said, "Yeah, I saw your message. I said, good. Hope others see it too. Take my work. You're supposed to save it, not take it and say like he reposted my mother's picture and said he originally shared it. How did you originally share my mother? I don't
oh
like that.
man, he went that
Save it.
far.
Oh yeah, it's the white guy who did it too.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna, he said, oh, I'm going to, he told me he was gonna create a report. He said he's a genealogist. Is it this one? No, that ain't him. I don't know where he is, but yeah, he was supposed to, share a report. Never heard from him. And some just don't want to be bothered like this one.
Well, you know, again, after a while, you know, you gotta, you know, after a while, once you get some of your basic family members
Hmm.
and you build your tree, it's best to what I found that helps me is to clean my tree up, take the
No, yeah,
duplications,
I'm trying to, yeah, I have some duplicates because
taking them off. Show me something else
they're
that you
already
use.
there. So
That,
I'll just merge them. I won't remove them. Huh?
show me something else that you use as a tool. How do you use true lines?
It's just there. I might use it to connect some of my cousins that are my DNA matches.
So that's your father and mother? Let me see them.
Yes, that's my dad.
Oh, he's okay.
But I can't,
Oh
yeah,
wow. He's recently passed, huh?
yeah,
Hmm.
that's my dad.
Okay.
Yep.
What branch was that? He was in the he
He's a
was
this is a he was a this is a fireman. He's a
yeah,
fireman.
fireman. That's what I was looking at. Yeah. There you go.
And then my mom,
That's a senior in New Jersey. There she is. We got a lot of documents on her. Teresa,
oh yeah,
your five, your brothers and sisters.
that's my mom.
Oh yeah. I see your brothers and sisters. How involved are they in research?
Not at all.
Mine's either.
Yeah, not at all.
They don't do very much either.
Yeah.
Hey Eddie, how you doing? Oh, Eddie's coming in.
Where's he at?
He just showed up. If, if, but anyway, I was just asking. So
Yeah, I have.
okay, those are your media, huh? Oh, that's good. You got the stoners in there.
Yeah.
So some people take your pictures.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find one. Like this one they stole. This is my second great grandmother. Um,
Oh man,
well, this lady,
wow.
she originally shared it, but then there's another guy on here. I gotta find him, but
Who is she? Tell me about her.
she's my second great grandmother on my mother's paternal side.
Wow. Where does she
And
live?
for the research that I did on this side, like I don't like people taking my stuff because I did a lot of work. I had to go to Florida to get all these pictures. Well, not this one because this was already posted, but I actually have a clearer one, but I won't post it because people take it.
Does Hey, I feel you on that.
Yeah, there's some other ones, but I won't, now that they take them, I won't post them, so people just miss out. But I have posted a lot, like on the other. Hey, Eddie. Or is he
Hey,
just, how are you? Um,
Getting ready for the
So this
Super
is my
Bowl.
mom's side.
hey, I'm at another function, so that's why I chimed in so late.
That's fine, man. Just we just doing some brush up. She's showing me some of her work and sharing her trees with me and some of her techniques.
Yeah, I'm up taking photographs.
That's
Oh,
great.
really?
Uh,
What are you
Where's
taking
that?
photographs of? Sounds like it's got you tired out.
don't you start. Don't you start.
He's getting ready. He's getting ready. He's getting ready for the big game tomorrow.
So
Which lady is this, Teresa?
My,
this is my
my
great
fraternity's doing
grandfather's
something.
sister. So the one that I showed you, that's her mom. So these people are from the Bahamas. And this picture I got from a museum in Florida because a lot of my family members are in this museum there. And I'm mad I posted her too because I think they might have taken her picture too.
My goodness.
And
Piracy,
then
huh?
there's
Piracy. I've had that
yeah,
happen to me, but I've had that happen by one of my relatives, one of my relatives, and I, and he hasn't really, responded to, and he puts the wrong names on, he'll say that this is a grandmother, but it's a mother or something.
this is another
Somebody,
one. These are all Bahamian people. This is another one. That's my great grandfather's sister.
oh, that's beautiful.
But I never got to meet any. I never met any of these people.
But
Just research. And there's one. Let's see if I can find him. They said was questionable. He's very bright. This is my grandfather. If this one shows up clear, I don't know. Let's see. Great grandfather. Sorry, that was too small.
I could see him.
So this is when I went to Florida. I took all of these pictures there. This is here, but these pictures I took when I went to Florida. So this was my cousin's house. So the front of this house was he ran a hotel restaurant in the front, and then all these stairs go to rooms. They were like hotel rooms back in the day. So he's featured in the Green Book.
Oh, really?
Yep,
When people would travel, they come there.
yep. He had Sonny Liston and what's the other one? Sonny Liston and somebody.
Joe Lewis,
Floyd.
Ali,
Nope, something Floyd Patterson.
Floyd Patterson.
Mm-hmm. But I won't post those either because they'll steal them.
That's
But
pretty
yeah,
cool. I can see
and then
the structure, how it was set up.
this is the lodge. So they had different, I guess, historical sites. This is a place that well, I'm glad I got the picture because I don't know if the place closed down. I did get to eat in there, but one of the cousins used to go there. They called it the Breakfast Club, and they would go to breakfast and eat at Donnie's. And Donnie's used to be called Parker's prior to Donnie's. So that was black owned and on the same street that the family grew up on in Florida. This is one of the churches. This is the AME Baptist Church.
What city in Florida?
Delray Beach.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Some of the historical sites.
An African American a community.
Yep. Western settlers, I think they used to call it. This church is where my uncle went. I think this is an Episcopal church, and they said he gave a lot of money, but when I called to get information, nobody ever returned my call.
Is,
St.
is there
Matthew's.
is there a lot of gentrification in that area that you can see?
I'm not sure. I mean, they grew up, they were prominent. It's this prime property where they grew up, but a lot of them, they're no longer here, but some of the property's still in the family. That big one that I showed you of my cousin, that was sold in December 20, maybe 17, and almost sold for $1 million.
It's a lot of property for $1 million.
It's another beach. I didn't like this. Huh? Yeah.
That's good. You didn't like what?
Oh, this beach here in particular, I went with my cousin, and the people were looking at you like you wasn't supposed to be there. He said, "So what do you want to do?" I said, "Leave, because I'm not used to this. I don't like that." Like a lot
Down
of white
south,
people
huh?
staring at you. Huh?
It's down south, huh?
I guess. I didn't like it. This is a town that they grew up, Frog Alley, the Sands, and I think I don't remember what the other one were, but they were different towns for the black people, and Frog Alley was one. And I think my family grew up in what they called the sand, so there was no road paving, it was just sand. And Frog Alley was known for the frogs because of the rain, you just hear frogs. And then these are just people. I think he was married to one of my cousins. But they all come from like the Bahamas, most of them.
That's good that you have that information. Thanks for
This is
sharing.
this is my mother's grandmother on her, not so small, maternal side, but that's the picture the white guy took. I wasn't very happy about that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Instead of just saving it, they take it and then post it.
That's not good.
Nope, it is not. So one of my mother's, this is my great grandmother's brother.
Van Dever.
Vanderveer.
Vanderveer.
Yeah, they're missing the R, but it's Vanderveer. So studying a lot on them. There's a lot of slavery and stuff with that name in parts of New Jersey. There's actually one doctor who they say is, I don't know, he might be my third great grandfather's father. That was the sister.
What does it mean for you to have these pictures?
What does it mean? It means a lot because I don't know. It tells a story. I don't know any of them. So I
But,
just go and look for them.
but they're your family.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool. I see you're real protective of them.
Oh yeah, this is my buddy. I met him in 2016. He was the first one I met when I went to Florida to start my research.
Oh, Thomas Kemp.
Yep,
He was 98 then?
98 when he died. He was 96 when I met him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That was my buddy there.
it's good to have people who you network with, huh?
Well, he's not here anymore. I can't network with him anymore. He's gone.
Yeah, I understand that, but when you did and when he was.
Oh yeah, and this was my questionable uncle. That's my great grandfather's. He looked white. Yeah,
Why do you say questionable?
I mean that's what they said. I don't know. I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about him. That's what they said. They said I said, oh yeah. I said Uncle Luke was white. They said no, he wasn't. I said that's what he said. What you mean? I said, well, I found this article and he said he was white. And he said, oh, he was all, we always wondered about him. He said it himself. I didn't say it. He was,
Okay, on your
this is
on your
my Uncle Luke.
yeah, show me. Yeah. Okay.
So, and this article I found in the newspaper is from 1977, and he said he was white. So, I don't know. His words, not mine.
Who did you discover on your DNA that was like a relative that you didn't know about, like a great nephew or great niece, or after you got your DNA? Or
None.
anybody like that?
Nope. I mean, I found some uncle's kids, uh, like her. She's new. She's my, well, they said my uncle has a lot of kids, so we have tracked down some, but not all. And she's one of them. This one here. She looks just like him.
Yeah, look at that. She got 478 Central Morgans.
Yeah, that's my mother's. So my great uncle's daughter. That's who that is. But then this is also these these are all kind of really. This is my, so her father and his grandfather were brothers. So this family grew up, and his mother, they were very prominent family where we grew up in Piscataway. So when I talked to him, he said, they were told we're Ellis's, and that was it, just Ellis's. That's all you know. I said, well, you're not just Ellis because your mother is the Pettis. Well, her father was a Pettis. So yeah,
They
this one
said
I'm still.
the Pettis.
Hmm?
They said they were Pettises, huh?
Yeah, from
Mhm.
they come out of Virginia.
And that's that Angie White. When I
Yeah, I don't know how to link. I have to figure out how to link her too. She told me a whole story about some aunts and stuff who grew up where we grew up, but I don't know where she fits in just yet.
but you've talked to her and she's been.
I haven't talked to her in a while. I talked to her when when her results first appeared. This one, I think his mother is one of those uncle's kids too. There's a lot of uncle's kids running around out there. We don't know. They were in the military. So the one we do have, let's see if I can know how to spell it. Okay, these guys. You have
You're
these
right.
Vietnamese people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there was another one. I don't know where she went, but there was two of them. There's a girl on here, unless she removed herself.
Did your auntie actually take the DNA test?
Who did?
Did your auntie? Did she
My
actually
mother's sister is taking it. Yes.
oh, because that's why she shows up right one of the first ones on yours, right?
Well, because she's my mother's sister.
Yeah, uh-huh. I saw that.
Yeah, her test is here. And she's getting a lot of different hints too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, when you have that, that helps you with your research.
Mm-hmm. She got both sides. This is me and my brother.
That's why it shows, that's why y'all show up on there.
Mm-hmm. And then her daughter recently took it. So her daughter's on there as well.
Hey, what what do you feel the areas that we have to focus on going forward with our DNA research? How can we help our family?
How can we help who?
Our family members who are searching for, the truth and
Me, my family needs to do their own research. Mine are lazy, so they want you to do the research. So her daughter, I helped her with her tree. And I'm really serious when I work on my tree. So she's in the background, she's laughing and doing this. So I haven't helped her in a while. But when we started this tree, she had about 3 people in it, and I did this tree in about a week. So she has about 800.
wow.
And this is my work. This is my stuff. And she didn't do it.
Oh man. And
So I've added all of these pictures, and so these are her pictures that I found online through research or added through obituaries that I found. I don't know these people though. But I said, wow, you got one who recently died. I just found him and put him in. He just died. Don't know him though.
Have you signed up for Jib Match?
Yeah, I'm on Jetmatch.
Do you have your Jib Match number? Or can you
Sure.
find it?
Sure.
Okay.
Give me a minute. It's 82 something.
Yeah.
I think it's 828007 something.
My computer guy, he has my she has my machine and he's uploading everything. Ooh.
It's A280037.
Let's see. Okay, let me see. There it is. There it is. Hey, do you have your DNA on other platforms?
Family something. Family DNA. This guy. My heritage as well.
Yeah, okay. Oh, family tree DNA. Because that's the one, yeah, I have that one. That's the one that I did my Y my Y test. Harper test.
Okay.
Yeah, it did hyperloops.
So I'm on this one. And I'm on
Haplogroup. Yeah.
I'm on this one.
Yeah, I'm on my heritage too. I found a person that had 900 and something centromorgans on there that wasn't on Ancestry. And I reached out to him, but he didn't respond back either.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got the men with the kilts on that are coming up as 4 cousins.
that's good. Look at that.
Look at this one here. That's a cousin.
Do you like that platform, My Heritage?
I don't use it. I just go and look in there. I don't have a subscription, so I can't go far.
Yeah, I don't either. I do have the first tier in GEDmatch because we have a study, a
Oh
genealogy.
yeah, that's all I have a good match. I don't pay for that either.
Yeah, but yeah, I have the first tier. I paid for another tier because we have a genealogy study group that GEDmatch has. That they're studying groups of families, and
Mm-hmm.
our genealogy group is one of them that's on it. So when you go into GEDmatch, there's a directory where they're doing some studies and a
So
lot
did you do part of this Georgetown? Are you doing that? Did you find matches?
I checked, a couple of people have asked me. I put my I didn't identify with anybody, but some of the people in my genealogy group has.
Did you type in Georgetown?
Yeah, I typed it in, but some of my people in my group, they're doing some research on it.
Did you type in any of the places?
Um, at the time it was pretty fast. Eddie, one of the reps from Eddie's group gave that to us, and they are studying it. All I can say is they are studying it. And I got my hands full with this here at San Diego and
So you
California.
did Georgetown here,
Where, yeah.
and you came up with nobody?
I can't remember right now.
Hmm.
I didn't come up with anybody. Do you?
Yeah,
Let's see, give me an example.
that's one. But then I have
You grouped them. I see you grouped them, didn't you?
yes.
Hey, Jerry, what time is the actual meeting?
It's
Oh,
now. You're late.
It's now, but continue what you're doing. We're just doing some things. We have something to add. That's fine. We're not going to be very much longer, Eddie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just going to stay. You got to appreciate you checking in.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave here. So
Okay.
I'll holler at you later on.
Okay. Hey, good luck tomorrow.
All right.
Hi, Eddie.
Bye.
Yeah, so that's one, but I grouped them.
Wow, there's 8 of them, huh?
Yeah, whenever they decide to pop up, that's not them.
It says Georgetown Project.
That result is not them. These are them. So this guy here is my main one. I finally got him in my tree last night. But there's some other ones I've been adding. So he's in there. And these people, well, let's go this way. So these are the ones. So I just added them to my tree last night. This group here.
So what does that mean?
Because they're part of that Jesuits thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
Oh.
out of Maryland, which I am too, according to the meeting I attended. But yeah, but you can do it by putting in different search methods. So you would do all, and you would search by, you could do locations, like these are the locations. There's Iberville Parish is one.
Because that's where they migrated to?
Those are those are the ones that were enslaved. So I matched a lot of people from there. I just have to figure them out.
What is that? Spell that for me, the parish.
IBERVILLE, and then second space, and then it's PARISH, Louisiana.
Okay.
And then there's let's see what the other one is. It's not that one. It's yeah, look at my notes. Hold on. It is North. Virginia. I think that was it. Virginia. Yeah, because this Palmer name is one. And
So they're gonna start submitting their information to
I don't
that?
know what, no, they're not ready to submit anything yet. I guess they're just pretty much compiling people and seeing who matches and trying to come up with something. No, I don't think they're submitting anything. The same person comes up as Palmer, this McGee person. And then they had me put in surname, Febr.
So let me see that surname. Put the surname what? D what?
DAMERON.
Mm-hmm.
So this I think it was this person who had some names in it, I guess. Expand the tree. There's something with the Palmer name is one of the names. And the Butlers, that's the top name. One of the tops, and Mahoney's another.
That's in the Georgetown group.
These are the names they're looking for.
Wow.
So different enslaved people.
Okay. Hey, how far back? Where are they at in the? If you click on one of them, where are they back at? Where are they at?
That's this one. That's the guy here.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
It has a couple of things, but it's back in 1888.
18, that's when they died, born 1818, around about.
Uh-huh. Boy, that
But this,
DNA is something, isn't it?
oh yeah, but
What
this
did you
one's on
do?
my mom's side. They hit my dad's side, but I think might hit it on both sides. I just have to figure it out.
Did you attend a seminar with that? The Georgetown Project?
I attended a Zoom call the other night.
How did you get connected with that?
Somebody gave me the Iris, lady named Iris connected me somehow. I don't know. She did it.
You know, oh yeah, Iris, she's in Eddie's group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's the one. So when I have to check with Iris.
Yeah, she's the one who connected me.
Yeah, because when I talked to her, she was asking us for one of Eddie's groups, and I was giving them a few tips, and she's the one that was sharing that information with us about the
Yeah,
Georgetown.
she helped me. She helped me the other day get started with putting them in the tree because I don't know how to add these people to my tree. So I gotta work on them and see if I can get them in, but now it looks like I have them on both my mom's side and my dad, most on my dad, but they're coming up on my mother's side as well. Definitely that name, so I added them to my tree and was working on it earlier. Um,
Do you think that there's a number of people who that applies to? Is that just across America with this DNA, or is it a select group?
Not sure. So I was able to get them in my tree. I just have to finish connecting them.
Yeah.
So this is one of the big guys. And I think his father has the same name. That was the mom. That G-O-U-G-H is a name. The butler is a name.
Man, that really gave you something to chew on, huh?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
That's great. That gave you something to work on, that project.
Oh yeah. I just like learning about how to get them in the tree. She's a match, so I put her in. And then that guy, I was able to get him in. So
How do you know
now
she's a
they're
match? Like I see the symbol there. How do you know she's a match?
I traced
Harvest
her.
starts.
She's BS, the one I showed you.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see. Go back to my poll. Where is she? I don't know where she is, but she's his mother. That's who BS is. Glenn's mother.
And he definitely matches you.
Yeah. And his mom does as well. I don't know why it's not popping up here. But yeah, that's how I got him, and that's how I started it. I think what's her name? Sarah E. Well, this is him. Yeah, that's his mom. I think I started with this guy. I started with this guy, Manford, and I started adding them from there.
Okay.
So
I
you
can
in your
see.
tree, and you look at the census reports.
And you put them in as a new person in your tree.
Correct.
And no matter if they're hanging out there and they're not really connected to people, you still start them there, and then you can start building that portion until you can.
Correct.
Until you
Yep.
until you can connect them.
Correct.
You know, the hints start coming up, and then you reconnecting the hints.
Yeah, I have the hints. My own tree. So these are people I just added. So these hints are coming up already. And then it goes up. And you got all these hints. I haven't looked at them because that's the one I was working on, Manfred.
Thank you for sharing the information with me. It's always good to look and see how other people conduct their research, and knowing that you.
Research.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I use all type of stuff for research. I try to share it, but some people don't pay attention to it, so I just do it. It's like this meeting for this month, nobody responded, so guess we won't be doing it. I don't care. My research continues.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
said too. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You know, it's a process. You know, like that's what I told you, that I could go on and continue, and Lord knows I had things to do.
Mhm. Yeah. I
But
mean, I do what I do. I did, like I said, I did my mom's. This is my book. This is the book I created for the family. That's my mom's book. And I started that in 2016.
that's a cool book.
Yep.
Once you got the information, how did you compile that book?
It took a very big headache, trust me. So I based it off things that, so we have a little, well, let's see, I don't even know if I have it in here. So this, all right, this is not the book, but just say this is the little tiny book. This is how it started in 1997. So I took that book and I read it. And my aunt had created that and she did it for a family reunion. And back then they hand typed it. So she only made a copy, she only distributed copies to the elders. So my sister happened to get one because she was one of the coordinators from the reunion.
And so, and then you took that and entered it into the
Like my
program.
mother never told us anything. Say it again, I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
No, so I said, I read the book and I was like, wow, this is outdated and I want to know more. Like, what the heck are these people? Where are they coming from? So I never knew we came from the Bahamas. Our mother always used the term West Indian.
You can stop sharing now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, so she always used the term West Indian. We didn't know anything about anybody in Florida, never talked about it. And when I read the book, I'm like, Bahamas, what? So that's when I started my research. And then I based it off things that I felt were important. So for one, I have a tree that I built.
There it is with pictures.
These are all the sections that are found in there.
How are they broken down? What kind of sections were they broken down into? By names or by what?
Acknowledgements, the
Oh, yeah.
beginning. The beginning is a book, a letter that my aunt wrote. So I have the letter she wrote in 1998. So it actually took 20 years just to close the loop after I did the research. We did the biographies, good to knows, like things that are good to know, or this is something you might not know, and these are things that you should know. We did nicknames because a lot of families have nicknames.
Oh,
Even when I
yeah.
researched this family, I was able to find them by nickname in the newspaper, so that was something. I did the birthdays. I got that from my cousin's book. I thought that was kind of cool. Twins, because we have a lot of twins. And then immigration was the big one because when I think of immigration, I think of like Mexican or something like that. So didn't know that my family actually were immigrants. They were listed as aliens. So I did marriage certificates. I did
You
news.
said
I did the
they were
military.
immigrants from where?
They're from the Bahamas,
Mhm.
but they were listed as in one of the ship manifests. They were listed as Africans. Military, I have family statistics, which consist of the known illnesses, because I think that's very important. Because they don't tell you that in the family. They think that they're helping you by not telling you. They keep it secret. Nobody knows who's sick. Nobody knows what they had. So I
Yes.
compiled a list of that. Celebration of life. I have what did I have? I have my mother's sister and my mother's funeral program, the book at the
Yeah.
end of the funeral where all the signatures are there. And then I did the family photo album.
Oh,
So
that's a great layout.
So that's my immigration page. I found that they came and I designed this. That was the year 1907. I just did that myself. I just grabbed the background and put the year. And then
That's great.
here they are on the boats coming over.
Yeah, that's a manifest.
Yep. But I watched my grandmother. She came over several times and we were trying to figure out why she came over, but she's listed as African. I have my uncles.
Do you have that do you have that book in a digital form?
part of it. It's all over the place.
It is, it's part, it's
It's
part,
all digital, but it's broken down in sections.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
This is my uncle's application for what is it called?
Citizenship,
Yeah, citizenship. Yeah, declaration of intent.
yeah.
I have that. These are just things that I thought were important. This is that lady I showed you, my great grandmother. This is her original birth marriage certificate to my great grandfather.
What does your, what does your, what does your ethnicity show? Your ethnicity?
Mine?
Yes.
Let me see.
See here. There it is. Let me move mine out of the way. Now, which one is because your highest one is Cameron, huh?
Yeah, on here, but on my heritage, I think is Nigeria.
Now, which one deals with the ones where all your family members came from? Which one of these is that?
I don't know.
It's
I
just,
don't know.
it's not the Ivory Coast. Which
Just
one
the
is it?
percentage.
Huh?
It's just the percentage. I don't know where they came. I don't know which would match up with them.
Well, you said they
Like my
came from
aunt showed her.
the Bahamas. Where's the migration pattern to the Bahamas? Right here. Here's your cut. We know
I don't
about
know.
this one. Okay,
I
just
don't know.
go over toward America. Pan over toward America.
I don't know where they I mean, they came in from Florida, but my aunt shows it. Hers shows Bahamian. Mine doesn't. I guess because she's closer. Hers are different. Like mine will say like the Californians and Africans out of Virginia and Africans out of North Carolina.
Yeah, I see.
But my aunt's, I'll show you hers. Hers is different. But hers showed Bahamian at once. But they keep updating, so it's different.
They sure do, don't they?
Hers did have Bahamas listed for hers, and I want mine to say Bahamas, but it doesn't.
You say you want yours too?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, I met some cousins that didn't believe I was cousins. When I went to Florida, I met one, my Thomas, which was the first one. He always wanted me to meet this one cousin. And every time I came in, they said, "Oh, he just left." And I'm like, wow. Like I just talked to you. He said he was going to stay, and he didn't because he didn't believe I was related. Well, Bruce took the test. I think it was the last 2021, and he shows up as a match. And you know, I couldn't wait to send him a message. I said, "Hi, cousin Bruce." He said, "Oh yeah, cousin Teresa, I've been thinking about you and this and that." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Boy, would Thomas be happy that we finally connected?" That he didn't want to connect because he didn't believe I was a cousin. And then I met two other girls. They didn't believe I was the cousin either. But their question was, why is she coming now? How do we know that that's Uncle Freddie's great granddaughter? And I said, well, did I ask you for anything? I said, did I come down here, say, I got stuck, I need you to help me get back home? I said, did I ask you for money? He was like, no. I said, I'm looking for stuff on the family, and that's it, because I want to take it home, because my great grandfather still has a daughter. She's 90. She's still living. She's a swift one. So I take the information back and give it to her. Well,
Okay,
give it to whoever wants to do it, because I'm not
yeah.
giving my book away for free. They may have to pay for it.
No. Please stop sharing the screen, please. That is
Mhm.
awesome.
So
You,
I'll finish
you
it.
know,
I'll show you. I have
since
some
go ahead.
just different sections I have, and I created my own. I do my own little designs. You see that it says the Smith, so I added that myself.
The Smith family, thank you. Yeah, like the military colors and stuff. I see that.
There. So this is Thomas's original. I took the picture myself. His World War II jacket he still had when I was there, when I visited him.
Wow, Thomas Kemp Jr.
Yep, and he was part of the 369. He was in World War II. He was a staff sergeant. Oh, what other? I have the statistics. So, like I said, this is very important. I got most of this information from cousins in Florida of different things that the family had are known, which most is like cancer, heart disease, diabetes. Then I have started ordering all the birth certificates and death certificates.
He's got them in order.
Yep. And then I created my obituaries, and then I start off with all the obituaries. It starts off with my second great grandmother.
Yeah, I remember that picture.
Yeah, so I have those, and then I have headstones. I started those, and I took those when I was in Florida.
Beautiful.
And I created a wall, which I think that's important. I have a memorial wall with all the death dates and names.
It has their names and the states. You said the locations.
The death dates. Yep.
Yeah.
I have like I said, the funeral books, the copies of the books. That's my aunt, my mother's sister, and it's like all the people that signed the books are in there that attended the funeral.
Yeah.
And then I have the photo album I created, family photo album. And then first part is like, because this is where they come from, Bimini. So those are things that maybe they read this newspaper or something like that. And then I have the Starland. That's run by Marcus Garvey. The Starline. They called them penny stocks. So they said that they had those hidden in the piano chair, which I didn't know. That's the family church. And then it's just different stuff. So this was when my uncle was in, my cousin was in business, Thomas. So this was his, I guess it like his ad. It was his daughter's name for the hotel. His daughter was the hotel, and Kemp's Paradise was the restaurant.
Yeah.
But that was the house.
Yeah.
And then I guess that was considered an ad. Yeah. So, yep, that's my work, and it continues.
Well, but I'm so glad to to have been able to sit down with you on a one-to-one. You
Yeah,
know, I've had a
it's,
number of, I've had a,
Sunny, well, this is where the hotel has it. That was Sunny Liston in Florida. This was my cousin's guest book that she won't give me. I'm still waiting. And that's her mother holding it. And that was taken at the hotel. I took the picture myself. But she keeps telling me she doesn't have the book. I said, you do have the book. I don't have this book. And I said, well, here's a picture of your mom holding it. So you have it. I said, because I took the picture, but she still won't give it to me. I just want a copy because I want to finish my research. So that house, I said, I want a copy, but she won't give it to me. She
well,
keeps
I
telling
tell
me she
you,
doesn't have it.
I tell you what, you have done some thorough research. It's meant, I know it's meant a lot to the family. If not now, it will later.
Yep.
And you know, I've known you for, since in 2022, and we've all had different different roles in our meetings, and I haven't been able to really connect with you on a one-to-one. And I consider this a very informative, and that's why I wanted to ask a few questions and get to know you better. And now I am totally enamored by the details and the information that you have.
I try to put it together. I have so much stuff. Like I tell my cousin, I say, this lady at the hotel. Like when I first met her, I called first because the other cousin who didn't think we were related told me, "Oh, we know the family's in a museum." I said, "They're in a museum." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, where's the museum?" He's like, "Across the street from Uncle Thomas." So I went to the museum. I called the lady in advance and told her I was coming. I told her who I was. And she said, "Well, who are you? And what are the names?" And I said, my great grandmother was Smith. I said Rebecca Jane, but her last name was Barr. And she said, "Miss Jane?" I said, "Well, that's what you call it." "Oh yeah, I know her." So my great grandmother, they had this big giant poster blown up, and in Florida they use her as what they call a mobile exhibit, and that's how they teach people Black history. So she's a model for the Black history there. And they were like some of the first settlers to come from the Bahamas to Florida. So she had me sit down and watch a short documentary where my cousin was supposed to be starring. So well, I can't tell her nothing, but I would like to tell her that they're waiting too late to go and talk to these people. So my cousin was supposed to be hosted in the documentary. His name was there, but he didn't appear because he died. So they're waiting too late. So another cousin was supposed to be interviewed when I was there. He said, "I'm not going down to that museum." I said, "Well, Penny, you don't have to go to the museum. They can come to you if they want the information." That's what they're going to have to do. And he's dead. They didn't do Thomas. Thomas lived across the street. Thomas is dead. Like there's one more cousin left. He's 80 something, 88. They need to get him before they go.
Yeah.
And so I take my phone and I record. So I have voices. I have Thomas. I have Penny. I have them all on my phone. And my aunt said, "You're supposed to ask." I'm like, "He is 96 years old." I said, "I've attended several genealogy things, and they say when you're talking to an elder, record." And I did. And he told me, I have so much history. We just got in the car. I put my phone on record, and I drove. Make a right there. "Oh, what's that?" "Oh, Uncle Luke used to own land over there." "Oh, Pa Jake had a truck farm over there." So he gave me a tour from his house all the way to a beach. And the difference between them was we didn't go through what they went through. That's what my mother and them didn't, that I know of. They went through a lot of segregation there. They weren't allowed on the beach. The man who ran the cemetery, funeral home, family funeral home, which they said was a family member, he just died. So I don't know. I have to try to figure out how to connect him. But he was one of the ones that took them all down and integrated the beach.
Wow.
Yeah, they went through a lot. I listened to stories. They picked beans. We didn't do that. My mother and them didn't pick beans. My mother grew her own garden. They picked beans and stuff. And they tell me about the one who's living, but since I haven't been able to get there since COVID, so the last time they had a reunion, and that was 2019. But he told me, like, from Florida, they get on what they call trap trucks, and I said, well, what the heck is a trap? Like, what are you doing? What were you doing over here? So they bring them up north to work. And I guess they grab a suitcase. He said they put everything on the truck and you jump in the back of the truck and they bring you up here. I said, then how do you get back home? And he said, same thing, they bring you back. So they worked in restaurants. I have a cousin who worked for, Fontaine Fox, the cartoonist. They're from back in the day, some white guy. So his son is named after him. The other one worked for whoever sang the song Yankee Doodle Dandy. He worked for him. Like, they worked for prominent people. They were limousine.
Well, in closing, what has it meant to sit to share your story and have a one-on-one with me?
Yeah, I like the one-on-one. It's very good. I enjoyed the one-on-one.
Did I?
No interrupt.
Pardon me?
You just get to talk about it. You don't really get to talk about all that in group meetings like that. You don't get to share anything. You can talk about it, but I have never shared my book. Valeda is the only person I've seen this book, but she saw it in person because I took it to her house. But I don't think anybody else has seen my book.
Well, I knew you had a bunch of treasures and diamonds, so, like acres of diamonds are right where you are. And so I was just mining the diamonds and just taking it as a process and gleaming just a little bit you have of what you have. And it was invaluable, and, took some notes. And, I am so thankful that you've taken the time. And it's not the numbers of people that motivate me. It's the ones who are determined and people who are focused.
Oh yeah.
And doing what's important now. And I thank you for spending this hour plus with me and Eddie stepping in. And I look forward to talking to you, in the near future.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Yeah,
enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But like I have more knowledge, and the more I have, you see, I listened, the more I can share.
Yes.
And it was good for you. I wanted to have this format so that I can talk to you, get this information, and then I can spread it. I can share it with my other family and friends, because it's recorded, and I'll be sharing this information.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll take it from there.
All right. Thank you.
But thank you so much, and enjoy your day. And
thank you as well, Jerry.
I totally appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I'm blessed to have that meeting, that one-on-one, and Eddie stepping in for a few with Teresa. It was very informative, the information she had, and she shared. And that's what's important. And I just wanted to ask her a few questions, and led to few more questions, and got more information. And it was, I see she was enjoying it, and I was enjoying getting the information. So that's how it is. We're going to move forward this year. I pray that you stay focused and do what's important now. It's all good. It's all God. Jerry Brent Moss Sr., February 11, 2023. Peace.